Hello everyone, welcome to Docman Sound Music. In this video, I'm going to talk about a 2-note per string pattern for the minor sixth arpeggio. In the intro to this video, you heard some lines over the famous jazz standard Blue Bossa. And I'm going to show you those lines with tablature really quick, and then we'll dive into some theory about the minor sixth arpeggio and different situations that you can use this arpeggio in your improvisation. Okay, so we set the metronome for 70 beats per minute, which is half speed, and we're going to start the line on the and of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. If we take the key of C, and we take the first note, the flat third, the fifth, and the sixth, we have the core shape of the minor sixth arpeggio. If we now repeat that pattern up the octave, we have a 3-octave minor sixth arpeggio. Now if we look at that starting with the root on the A string at this C on the 3rd fret, we have this shape, which is the same except for the transition to the B string. So if you know these two shapes, those are the only two you really need to know to cover the entire neck. The advantage of these 2-note per string arpeggios is that, for one, they're very easy to play, just like a pentatonic scale. They lay under the fingers really nicely, and also because they move diagonally, they do move you out of position. I recommend learning everything in position at first, but then you need a way to get from one position to the other. And so that's where these arpeggios can come in really useful. I would also recommend learning different fingerings for the minor sixth chord, which importantly is the same as a half diminished chord. So if you take your minor sixth chord, C minor 6, and you go down a minor third, then you have a half diminished. Okay. So therefore A half diminished, or A minor 7 flat 5, whatever way you want to call that chord, is the same as C minor 6. So there's a lot of different uses for this chord or arpeggio. You can use it over a minor 6 chord or a minor 7th chord, assuming that the minor 7th chord has a natural 6, right? Some minor 7th chords, in the context they're in, require a flat 6. But if you're playing a minor 6, like in the case of Blue Bossa, it's the key center. Like that, you can and so the line that I played in the intro uses that. It slides into it from a half step below, and then it uses half steps in between the notes here, and you can play it over the half diminished chord when it goes D minor 7 flat 5, G altered back to C minor. I play this line. So this is a It's an F minor 6, and that's being played over D. You can hear that they sound exactly the same. So one thing to remember is that you can always think of a 2-5-1 as a 4-5-1. The other situation you can use a minor 6 arpeggio is when you're playing an altered chord, like G altered here. You can go up a half a step and play a minor 6th arpeggio from that. And the reason that works is because these are notes that are coming from the altered scale. The altered scale is a mode of melodic minor. It's the 7th mode. These notes, minor 6, those notes are out of that melodic minor scale. So therefore, if you look at the relationship here, you can take your minor 6 off from the 4 chord, which would be F in this case, move that up a minor 3rd, and now you're a half step above G, and you can play it there. And then resolve to your C minor. You can also do that with any chord voicings that you have for minor 6 or for half diminished when you're in a minor 2-5-1. So for example, up minor 3rd, and then if you go up a major 3rd, you actually have your C minor 6. You're back to your root. I would mention that you can also use a minor 6th arpeggio in a major 2-5-1. So for example, in Blue Bossa, when it goes two, 5-1 to D flat, we could play minor 6th arpeggio off of that 2 chord. So in this case, E flat. And our resolution point would be down a step from when you have your full step interval. Or you can resolve it where you have your minor 3rd interval right there. All right, I think that does it for this video. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this useful, please hit the like button. Also, if you have any suggestions on topics you'd like to see, leave it in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.